What is up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. So right now I'm about to get into this video entitled, "Can Only White People Be Racist?" I think whoever holds the power, everybody can be prejudiced, but there's a difference between prejudice and racism. But let's see what these people have to say.
Every race is capable of being prejudiced, yes. But I don't think every race is capable of being racist. I think what it's doing is...
Because racism is... There's a difference. Racism is exuding power over a group of people. Whereas you doing that adversely affects that person's life. Anybody can be prejudiced, calling somebody this particular name and whatnot. But that's not going to have an adverse effect on their life. It might hurt their feelings, but it's not going to be a situation to where you're restricted from doing, a certain thing or living in a certain place, things of that nature.
Creating a division amongst people and giving people power through their emotions.
What's going on, everyone? James Klug here. Leftists have started to redefine the word racism such that only white people can be racist in America. So can only white people be racist? Today we're in Los Angeles. We're going to find out. Let's go talk to some people.
All depends on who holds the power.
Can only white people be racist?
Systematically, yes.
No?
No.
What do you think? Okay, so no, we got a yes. Interesting. So we disagree here.
You guys can kind of be racist, and the only reason why I would say only is because systemically there's more power there.
Oh, that's a very scandalous one. I don't know. I don't think so.
Can only white people be racist?
Negative. Everyone can be racist.
No. No.
Could you define racism for me, or at least, do your best?
A system that favors one group over the other one and uses state policy to enact it.
It's a systematic oppression of somebody.
Yeah, it all has to do with power. Like, for
person.
example, let's say you lived in Scotland or, I don't know, Italy, and the people in power. Well, no, let's take in the Middle East with Israel and Palestine, right? That would be a system of racism, whereas the Palestine people are being oppressed by the people that's holding the power. That could be an example of racism because they have power to, affect that group of people's lives. It all has to do with power. It's not just, how you feel about the person. It's the power that you can exude over that particular group of people.
And so because other races
everybody can
are
be prejudiced.
Historically less than white people, they cannot be racist against the higher up, which is the white person.
Not individual racism, but systematic racism.
No, the definition of racism is the belief that a particular race is superior or inferior to another. Also, prejudice based on race. Where did you get that definition from?
All the culmination of my learning experience.
Is every race capable of that, or no?
Every race is capable of being prejudiced, yes. But I don't think every race is capable of being racist.
Black people could be racist because we kind of like to hold on to our culture. We don't like other cultures appropriating us, as opposing to other cultures. I feel it'll be that they kind of wanted to emulate our culture. So sometimes we like to be.
Me personally, I don't care about, people embracing other people's cultures. It's just that when you're doing that, don't disrespect, the people that you're, emulating and whatnot. There's nothing wrong with people, dipping into this culture, dipping into that culture, because I do it with, all the different music that I react to. It's just that show respect. Don't disrespect them. That's all. As long as there's respect there's no problem.
Be selfish with our own. So to me, that's kind of like racist. Why not share your culture with another?
It's power about certain things that are in place. Like, for instance, if your camera guy got arrested and you got arrested for the same thing, no offense, but more than likely, I would expect, which is really f***ed up, but I would expect him to be put away for something a little bit longer. Like, let's say...
If he was wealthier than me, would that be the same case?
No, I don't think so.
Is it a socioeconomic thing or is it a skin color thing?
A little bit of both.
Some people are saying only white people can be racist. What are your
both.
thoughts about those people?
I don't know who's saying that, but That seems silly.
Why do you think they're saying that? What do you think about that?
Because they're ignorant. And when I say that, I don't mean in a disrespectful way. I mean that they just
don't
not
know.
knowing.
So only white
Yeah.
people can be systematically racist?
They're the only one in the position to be systematic racist.
And why is that?
Because they're pretty much in control of all the institutes, all the agencies.
I think there's also like power politics involved with that, and like also I think understanding your privilege, that in certain environments you have more privilege like over other races and stuff.
If you're the majority or something?
Yeah, so like in different environments, certain people are the majority, I think depending on like where you are and stuff. So yeah, that's what I think.
LA, who has privilege here?
I think I'd definitely say white people have like maybe more like of the privilege out here in LA, yeah.
Hispanics outnumber white Americans in Los Angeles 2-1 almost. You know, there's the DA is Hispanic, the sheriff is Hispanic, majority of the LAPD is minority.
Well,
Can only Hispanics be racist in LA?
no, not at all.
But only whites can be racist in LA?
That's a good question.
Like double the amount of Hispanics compared to white people in LA. Does that make a...
No, I think if you look at it, so
It's
they may
who
be more
controls the
Hispanics
power.
here in
That's
LA,
that's
but
the
then,
only that's the most important piece. Who controls the power? It's not about how many people, that there is in a particular environment. It's who within that environment controls the power, controls all the different institutions. When you do that, then you can exude, systematic racism over people. Like I made with the situation with, the Palestinians and, Israel and that whole situation.
they're not really, I guess, like in position of power and privilege, or like really, if you go into
District attorney? Yeah.
we don't live
Gus-
in LA,
Gascon?
but like yeah, we don't live in LA, but yeah.
In LA, can only Hispanics be racist if they're the majority?
That's hilarious because of like the numbers game. You're completely right, but I don't think so. We don't know how everyone got here. Hey, it is what it is. It's none of my business. Let's say half of them got here legally, and let's just say half of them didn't get here so legally.
Okay.
For them to band together 100%, I don't think so, because of just fear, again, for the things that are in place.
50%?
Yeah, let's just say 50-50. Let's say 50% came here legally, 50% did not. I don't see 100% them coming together.
Yeah, it's like it's not a black and white. There's a lot of gray area to it. I do think that like other races, like let's say black people can be racist towards Hispanics and stuff. So I think that it's based on that specific experience in that moment.
Can only white people be racist?
No.
Everybody could be racist.
Everybody can be
in
racist.
one way or another, yeah.
That's a loaded question, and it's based on psychology, history, geography. There are black people, for example, who are American black people who come from a legacy of wealth, who can be racist against a poor black person. Or
Yeah, it's all
it could
about
just
the
be
power
multiple
dynamic.
reasons why a person feels the way that they do. So I don't think that just white people can be racist.
What are your thoughts on the people that are saying only white people can be racist? What are your thoughts on that?
They're just wrong. That's ignorance right there.
It is ignorant.
They must be stupid.
There's a big movement pushing that narrative. What are your thoughts on the people that are saying that?
Great question again. I'm from New York. I'm 55 years old, and I come from a time when that was never really used, right? My mother's from the South, Jim Crow South. We never talked about white supremacy. We hear white male privilege and all these things, and kids are throwing them around. And I think what it's doing is creating a division amongst people and giving people power through their emotions and not necessarily on critical thinking or anything like that. It's just kind of like a throwaway thing.
You think it's a damaging narrative?
Oh, without a doubt. We're all divided, whether it's LGBT, whether it's racism, white, black, whatever the case is. There's all these divisions, and we're all like fighting against each other on things that we really don't understand and the psychology and history behind them.
All right, everyone, that is it for today.
He
There's no
probably,
doubt that folks on
that guy probably executed his speaking points the best out of everyone. That looked like that Target where that dude went in there and stole all that liquor. That looked like the exact same one.
after changing this definition to fit their political agenda. But what do you guys think that political agenda is? Let me know in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification button so you get notified when I post more videos. We'll see you guys next time.
Oops. I didn't mean to do that. This video is already demonetized. If you want to support my work, please share this video with a friend. Thank you all for all. That's fucked up. Why did they demonetize it? Because of the title? This was a healthy discussion. The only reason that YouTube demonetizes videos is because they speak the truth. Well, you come from a different country over to here. It's not the same dynamic. So, exactly. Like, that right there, that's another thing. Like, people, they come from different countries and then they come over here to try to speak on a particular thing. If you haven't experienced it yourself, you can't really comment on a particular situation. But I think that this was a pretty healthy conversation. But as the guy said, everybody is capable of being prejudiced. Racism isn't just, you know, something that can be exuded by white people. As I said before, it's a power dynamic thing. Whatever group of people have the power over another group of people, like I did with the Palestine and Israel situation, or you see with China and the Uyghurs. I don't know how you pronounce it, but that could be another example of a particular group of people exuding power or racism over another group of people. So, but this is pretty healthy discussion. But anyways, that's gonna pretty much do it for my reaction. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Before you head out, be sure to drop a like, a comment, and be sure to hit that subscribe button. And until the next one, peace.
I know